I'm demonstrating how to use the right and left tip inserts for the ultrasonic. Right now I'm using the right insert on the facial surface of tooth 14, even though it's in the left quadrant. These are area-specific tips, and you should only be using the right insert on the facial of the upper left quad. For the linguals, you would want to use the left insert tip. And same thing, you will debride the whole lingual surface, including the interproximals, with this tip. When using these area-specific ultrasonic tips, you want to make sure you're not using it on the wrong surface. So here, this is wrong because I'm using the left insert tip on the facial of the left quad. Now I'm using a universal ultrasonic tip. This can be used on any surface on any tooth. You also go into the interproximals. You can do the facial and lingual with this instrument as well. Here I'm just showing how you move from a coronal to apical direction to ensure you're not varnishing any calculus and making sure that you're reaching the base of the pocket. You want to do the same thing on the lingual side as well. When using this instrument, you want to make sure you do not use the tip, as this can harm the tooth. This is a curette style piezo tip. The piezo is a little different than the ultrasonic, but their functions are the same. They both are used to effectively remove calculus. Here I'm showing how to use the curette styled piezo tip. You want to move in a coronal to apical direction as well with this instrument tip. You are allowed to do this on any surface, and that includes the lingual and the facial surfaces. Same rule applies with the piezo. Try not to use the tip, as this can harm the tooth. This is the universal tip for the piezo. The same rules apply for this tip as well. You want to make sure you're moving in a coronal to apical direction, and you want to treat each root of a multi-rooted tooth as its own tooth, making sure that you reach every surface of the roots and making sure you get into that furcation space if there is furcation involvement. The universal tip also works for the lingual surface, making sure that you apply the same rules by moving from a coronal to apical direction, ensuring that you don't varnish any calculus. The wrong way for using this instrument is by using the tip on the occlusal surface of the teeth. This could cause permanent damage. This is the Perio Pro piezo tip. The directions to use this is a little bit different. You want to use it in a bobbing motion instead of the typical scaling motion. You want to move coronally apically when doing this bobbing motion. You want to go in and out of the pocket just like how you do perioprobing. You do not want to use this instrument in a typical scaling motion like a horizontal stroke or a vertical stroke or an oblique stroke. That is not the correct technique.